Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Day to Day with Ray, with me, your girl Ray. Today, I am going to start doing Halloween-y things. If I can get this camera adjusted the right way. Okay, so I'm not going to make a cake, but, excuse me, I will show you some of the things that I have for Halloween. Some things you can get, some things I will try to look for and let you know where you can get them. But just to give you some ideas for cupcakes, for cakes, something that's a little bit easy mode. One of my favorite things that are easy mode are plungers. If you guys remember, I got these from Michael's. These were only 99 cents. And what kind of made me mad is because I actually have not seen these on Wish, or otherwise I would have gotten them, because I have baby ones, I have Christmas ones, I have fall, I have all kinds of designs and flowers and things like that, and I never saw these Halloween ones. Well, wouldn't you know, I was just taking a gander on Wish, and this whole set, these same four that I bought at Michael's for 99 cents each, which is $4, yeah, they have it on Wish for $1 for all four. I think it was like $1.50 for all four. A little bit upset about that. A little salty about that. Because I was like, man. So, but I saw them and I was like, well, let me grab them because I've never seen them before. Say lovey. It is what it is. So, I am going to use these. And we're going to play around with them. I'm going to make some cupcake toppers. These, my wonderful subscriber, not saying that all of you are not my wonderful subscribers because I love you all. She sent these to me in my very first fan mail package, and these are double duty. So they're not only are they cookie cutters, but they're also embossers. So of course we have a most beautiful sugar skull. I had one of these like years ago, because if you go on my Ray's Cakes page, you will see that I made a sugar skull cake using the same thing, but I have not been able to find it. Again, it's probably with my other brain mold. Not my brain in my head, but the brain mold that I just bought at Dollar Tree to replenish it, because I have no clue where it went. And then I have not had this one, but this one is a little Skellebones. And again, he's a cutter and an embosser. Super cute and adorbs. So yeah, these are adorable. So I have those. And then if you guys remember, I bought this a long time ago on clearance. This is made by the Paper Studio. I feel like, Ray, why do you have a paper embossing folder? Because you can use it for fondant. So I'm actually going to use this as the background for cupcake toppers. So I'll show you how to use that. I've used it in other videos, you know, and depending on how fancy you want. I was actually thinking, no, it's not this one. I was actually thinking about taking out my striped one, which is this one right here. But I'm like, how much time and effort do I want to spend painting orange, green, purple, black? I said, I ain't for all that. So, but if that's something that you would want to do, have at it, my friend. Get that paper embosser. So, we have those. Of course, you have your cookie cutters, your regular cookie cutters. I'm not going to use them. I will, however, I don't even know where I got these from. I don't know. I can't remember if I bought them. Who makes these? Does it even say who made them? I don't even know who made them. I don't know or remember if I bought these, if they were given to me. I don't remember. But I do remember trying to use them and they were a pain in the butt, but we're going to try to figure out how we can make them not a pain in the butt. So these are like cookie cutters and embossers at the same time. So here's a little pumpkin. So as you see, it's a cookie cutter, and on the inside you have like a little face that of course embosses. They're yay deep, but this is a problem. They're hard to get out when you cut with these. So I'm going to try my best to see what I can do with these things. So we have a witch. We have a cute little witch. I have a little skeleton, a little cute skeleton. There's a pumpkin that I just showed. What is this? Oh, this one says eek, eek, egods. And then I have a different pumpkin. And then this one is Frankenstein. We have a spider, little spider wider. And let's see what else we got. This is just a simple itty bitty ghost. This is another, oh, this is a bat. Here we have a bat. Oh, I guess it would help if I actually showed you guys. There's a bat. And this one says, boo! No, did it scare you? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna play with one or two of them. We'll see what we can do. But yeah. So, I think the first thing, oh yeah, those things I also have out. I have my US Cake Supply. These are Chef Master. Oh, I always thought these were AmeriColor. Ooh, I was giving somebody else credit. But these are my airbrush food colorings that I always color and paint with on my cakes. I have my handy dandy basket of all the brushes that I use for my cakes and stuff. This is about the size, I think there's like a 2 inch cookie cutter that I use for most of my my cupcake toppers. Of course, I have my handy dandy rolling pin and my little cornstarch pouch, and then I have some various colors of fondant. So, with that being said, let's get creative. Okay, so as you can see, I just have a small piece of orange fondant rolled out. It's still a little thick because you want to have enough to be able to get that embossing effect in there. So it's not too thin, not too thick. So I'm just going to place my plunger in here, and I'm just going to pull the excess off, just like so. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to press this down, not too hard, but hard enough. And then I'm going to lift it up there, and I pushed it out. And here is my little jack-o'-lantern. Now I'm going to set this off to the side for now. I'm going to roll this up. And then I'm going to roll out my next piece. So this was in here, correct? This was. Be right back. Okay, so I just rolled out some purple, and I'm going to use my little witch's hat plunger. So again, do the same thing. I am just going to use the same colors that the plungers are, but you don't have to because you can make a black witch's hat. So I got that cut out, and I'm going to put this back in the container, and then we're just going to press. Now, you don't have to use the embossing, but it's kind of what it's for, you know, and you can also use these for cookies and then, you know, put them on the trays. And now again, you're like, oh no, it's stuck in there. Psh, no, it's not. Now, another thing that you can do is if you wanted to and how skilled you are, you can do this in another color and cut it out and like place it on top, but I ain't that skilled, so we're just gonna leave that like that for now. Should we do good next? I'll do this one next. Okay, so again, we have our fondant rolled out. Push that down in there. Pull that off. Whoops. I like to put my fondant right away. And then push that down. Now let me tell you, these springs can break, so please be careful when using these. And then we're just gonna, bam, pop it out. Just like that. And there's our little haunted house. And next will be our ghost. Oops, I forgot to show you, but you guys saw how you just put it in there, you press down, and then you go ahead. Oh, this one, the mouth came out. I rolled it too thin, but that's okay. And here is our itty bitty ghost. Now, if you want to do it thin, you can and just push it out, but I don't do all that. So there is our itty bitty ghost. Now, I'm gonna let them sit there and just kind of dry for a few minutes. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to do my sugar skull because I want this to sit and dry also. So let me get a piece of fondant. Okay, so this fondant is actually super soft, more so than what I want it to be. And if you notice, there is some discoloration in this fondant. Now, I purposely saved this fondant just for like practice. This was left over. It has some chocolate frosting in it from when I made the Harley Quinn cake. And I said, I'm not going to throw away this fondant. I'm just going to use it for like practice things. So I'm just going to make this and probably chuck it anyway. So if you see some swirls and like there's some black, there was some black paint in here. Not paint, but food coloring. That's what it's from. So here we go. We're going to cut. So here is our sugar skull piece first. And then, let's get that out. So we have our piece. Let me make sure it's not sticking. And actually, I am gonna add just a little bit more cornstarch. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it on a piece of wax paper because I think that would be better and just easier to move. And I just scared the shit out of my cat doing that. I'm gonna rub it on this cornstarch and put it on this piece of paper. Okay. And sometimes what I handle things is I just try to reshape it. It's fine. So now I'm going to take this part, this, as you see, it's like raised, as you can tell. And what I like about it being see-through is that you can see exactly where you're placing it. You can size it up to where you need it to be. I'm just going to flatten this out a little bit more. And then press. Now when I press, I want to make sure that I have all the pieces down in there. And I want to make sure I have all the little details. Okay. And then look at that. Look at that. Ta-da. Look at that. Look how cool that is. This will be great for sugar, like a sugar cookie dough, you know, anything like that. But yeah, so I'm going to let this sit and kind of harden up as much as it possibly will. So I'm going to move this away. And then I'm going to take my other one, my little skull man, and okay. And I'm just gonna roll this out and I'm gonna do the same thing because I have an idea for him. I don't have enough black fondant, actually, what I wanted to do, so I'm just gonna have to make do with what I got. So again, just cut. I'm gonna put this back in here. Ooh, he didn't want to come out of there. So let me bring this back down. Bam. And then same thing, and this one's a little bit more sticky, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of cornstarch on it. Whoops. And then we'll line this up. And then I'm gonna press, press, press. I'm pressing every part to make sure I get all the indentations. So I want to make sure I have it all. And then just lift this up. Let it come off naturally. Try not to pull. And there we go. Oh, I don't want to pull them too much. But here is, okay, this one will be okay. So let me move that for a second. Here's our little skeleton friend. Yes, how about that? Okay. So I'm gonna move these off to the side. Just like that. Hold on them for 1 second. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to use one of these. Whoa, I have Frankenstein. So what I'm gonna try to do is I rolled out some green fondant. I'm trying to make it even and like just keep rolling it out so it's all the same width, but I feel like there's a bump right there. I'm gonna put extra cornstarch on here because I don't want this to stick, and I'm even gonna put some in here because I don't want this to stick because it's already a pain in the butt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Frankenstein in the fondant. Now see, with everything else, I have a way to pull this out, but not with these. So, I'm gonna put this in here for now. Now, let's see how well, now this is all kind of, maybe if I could do the slap method. Do the shake, oh here we go, here's the shake method. Now see, it didn't even emboss. So I'm gonna stick this back in and I'm gonna press it just so I can get the embossing, because that's like the whole part of it. That's what I want. I want it to be embossed. I want to have all the little features. See, I'm pressing it and you can see like all the little indentations, because that's what you want. Now, I got all the indentations. How are we gonna get it out? Let's see. I like this method sometimes. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes, yes. Now see, that worked so much better because I have not had luck with this in the past. So then what you do is you get a big fluffy brush. This is a makeup brush. And you just clean off all of this excess cornstarch. Just like that. If you need a firmer brush, look at that. Yay! I'm so glad it worked. I think before maybe I just didn't have patience or what, but yeah. Woo woo, we got that. Okay, on to the fun stuff. Okay, so on to one of my favorite parts, painting. So I have a couple paintbrushes I just pulled out, and these, the white ones, are actually nail brushes for nail art. I use these quite a bit. These are all nail brush arts, or nail brush paintbrushes. But I use them for what is this? Cake decorating for fondant. Oh my God. These are just regular paint brushes, but they're like a smaller tip. And this is actually for cake decorating. It's a super fine, small, I think I used this in the one video. But they are made for cake decorating. But I got them from Wish because I ain't spending that kind of moolah. Now, one thing I'm going to do is this. If you don't have this, if you guys saw my video, my Harley Quinn video, what this does to food coloring and how it makes it super pretty and gives it a totally different color. Yeah, you should check that out because I did like a drip, food color drip. And it looked like watercolor and it was so pretty. So one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little drop in this little cavity. And then I'm going to get, I always show you guys this. This is the vodka that I use to do my cake decorating. But you can use extracts or whatever. I just like this because this has a really super high, I think, alcohol content. And it's just what we have around my parts, I guess you could say. Now, what I'm going to do is I want... Which one? Okay, this one's smaller. So, make sure there's no yellow one. That's okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this haunted house piece first. And what I'm actually going to do is I want... Is there yellow on here? I just washed all these. Sometimes the food coloring doesn't always come out. I wash these in like scalding hot water, like scalding hot soapy water. Okay, but actually, you know what, that might work. Okay, so I'm going to paint the inside of my little haunted house. I think this brush is just a little too big, but it's okay. I'm gonna paint that a white. And I'm getting this really weird, the black from the fondant is rubbing off on it. That's okay. But I want this to be white. I want these windows and things to be white. There's a little itty bitty window up here. You guys probably cannot even see what I'm doing, can you? Barely. Okay. And I'm gonna do the door again. Now this is not going to be perfect, but there's a reason why I want this white, and that's because I want to put yellow, and then the white can be like the glow, and I want this to dry. So I'm going to push that off to the side. I'm going to rinse this out, dab it on my towel, and be done with that one. So of course the next one, let's pull this one up, Mr. Pumpkin. And what does we have in here? Is it in here? Midnight Black. Yes. I use this quite a bit. So I'm just going to put a teensy weensy drop right in there. And then I'm going to get a little teeny tiny brush. Whoa. If I can get this. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna use the black. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, see, I got some on my, this is the tedious part. To me, this is the fun part because I feel like this is where things come alive. Come alive, not a life. They get a life. They get a life. But like I said, this is the tedious part. You don't have to do this because it's embossed. People can see what it is. But if you just want to be extra just like me, then you can paint them. Get the little nose. Okay guys, so I have been busy painting my little cutout things. Right now what I'm doing is I'm taking just a teensy weensy drop I don't know how well you can see it, of the metallic silver. And I'm going to use that for Frankenstein's knobs over here. So I'm just going to paint these. And it's going to need more than one coat. But at least if I get the base layer on it. His eyes are actually 2 coats. So I knew that the silver would need at least 2 coats. But yeah, so I'm just painting right along here and just getting some of these cute little figures. I've only done 2 colors, now 3, which is black, white, and now silver. And actually I lied, I did 4, because on the witch's hat I actually took some gold and I made the buckle gold and I just painted the brim a black. Another thing I want to do real quick, is which I might do right now, is this yellow. Nope, that's orange. Maybe I'll just use the gold. Oh, no, wait a minute. Is this yellow? This is canary yellow. I'm going to shake this up because what I want to do is, I had to make sure it was open. I couldn't remember if I opened it. I'm going to take a little drop. Again, with me and my little drops. And I'm going to bring this haunted house over. And what I did, like I showed you guys before, I just painted the insides with the white food coloring. So now I'm going to come in here with this yellow. And I'm going to make the windows a yellow. But I had to have the base, the white, in order for the yellow to shine through. And the white was not dry yet, which is fine. But I'm just going to, because it'll just give it like a different kind of dimension. Just a kind of different look. But I definitely wanted this yellow in here. It'll just be more like of an opaque type yellow. And then to touch it up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my black food coloring and I'm going to just go around the edges. So that way it's nice and tidy. So there is now my little haunted house with glowing windows for you guys to see. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'm going to let that dry. And I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to let him dry. Oops, I just stuck my finger in the, whatchamacall. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I am going to use this embossing folder. So I'm just going to put cornstarch all over it. And I'm going to dust and make sure there's cornstarch all over this thing. Make sure it's in all the cracks and crevices because that is where we are going to need it. So I'm going to take my fondant. Let me move this off to the side for a minute. And I'm going to get my fondant. I need some more corn. This fondant's super sticky. I don't know why. And then I'm going to just roll this out some. Not too much. And then we're going to put it on here. Let's see what's going to be a good section. I kind of really want this section. So I'm going to make sure I lay my fondant down. Doesn't matter which side. And I'm just going to press it down. Just like this. And you can roll it if you want, just to make sure that you get everything that you need. So now, as you know, this has 2 sides. So where's my little thing? So this side, I don't know how well you can tell, but the fondant is raised. Like it's not flat, it's actually raised up. If you want it more raised, you can really get it in there. So there you have a nice raise. Now on this side, if you want. This is a more of a sunken in type design. I personally, I liked the raised look. Now you're probably thinking, but you really can't see that too well. So what I'm gonna do is, hold on, let me get it real quick. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my white pearl dust. I love pearl dust. And I'm actually just gonna sprinkle a tush on here, not a lot. And then I'm just gonna take my brush and just brush it on. Can you guys see the pattern now? Like in person, that pearl dust just makes it pop. Can you guys see that? It really makes it pop. So then you take your cookie cutter. You decide, actually, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do because I feel like, hold on. Okay, so I really like this spider web right here. So I'm gonna take my cookie cutter, size it up, cut it out. Put this back in here. Okay. Here is our cookie cutter topper. And then if you want, you can slap the pumpkin on there. You could put the haunted house on there. Wow, you can't really see the ghost. But, or you can just leave this like this and get little edible spiders. Or you can just make a little spider out of fondant and put on there. And you have, my friend, a super cute, adorable cupcake topper. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have been very, very busy. And I have painted my fondant sugar skull. Here's what we got right here. I'm trying to get it so you can see the details. I also went ahead and did another coat on my Frankenstein. How cute is he? And I gave him a little red tongue. Look at that. He's so adorable. And again, just my ghosts. They're all sticking to the mat. My little haunted house. My witch's hat and my jack-o'-lantern. And I meant to paint this green or brown, but I forgot. The only thing I wish with this is I wish that it had like the pumpkin, like you know how it like bevels out. I wish that had that, but beggars can't be choosers. My little pumpkin is sticking to the, oh, his mouth fell out. Oh dear. You guys see that? His mouth fell out. Oops. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. So that is it for me for tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this fondant fun with me. I used to do Fondant Fridays, but I think I just changed it to Fondant Fun even though it is Friday. But like I said, I wasn't making any cakes. I don't have any cakes coming up, but this would be an adorable centerpiece on a small 6-inch cake. I don't know how about, ah! It's fine. But this would be an adorable main centerpiece on a cake with some roses. Here, let me move this down so you guys can see it. Maybe you guys can see it a little better here. Like how gorgeous would this be on a black cake with some roses going around it? You know, these are just the colors I picked because I felt like the passion burning, that's the red, and then it fades into like happiness because that's the passion that makes you happy. I've read too much into it, but yeah. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's super cute. I think it came out really, really cute. I'm loving this Frankenstein. How cute. I am just digging him so much. He is so adorable. Those would be awesome on a little kid's cake, on top of a cupcake, or even just like a cookie and put that on top of the cookie, because you can use these cutters to still cut out, or dye cookie dough green and then paint the little details on after it gets out of the oven. These things are really super cool. What I originally wanted to do with this guy was I wanted to roll him out on black fondant, but I realized I didn't have that much left. So what I wanted to do was roll him out in black fondant and paint everything in white. And I love my white food coloring, but alas, I did not have it. But I did have the white, so at least you can see what it looked like in the fondant, but I didn't just have enough black fondant. I thought it would have looked really cool. Maybe next time I'll save this guy for something and we will do that. And then again, these plungers, they're on Wish. This whole set is on Wish for like $1 or $2. Or if you don't want all 4 of them, you can go to Michael's and you can pay 99 cents for each piece, which would be about $4. But they also had the acorn, which I didn't use today. Here's the acorn also, which I actually have not seen on Wish anywhere. But you can get the acorn too for 99 cents, which I did pick up because I do have all the fall leaves. So I'm going to make like a pretty fall cake or, or fall cookies. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to have to look up these. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where I got these from. I have had these for years and years and years. I don't know where I got them from. I don't know if somebody gave them to me. I don't know, like I said, where they came from. I just had them for a super long time. So, and I didn't use them because they were too hard to get out. But I think now, I keep moving my camera. I'm sorry. I feel like my forehead should be in the picture. Like, should I be more back? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm being weird. I'm sorry. I'm a new YouTuber. That's how I feel right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some research for these, and if I do find them, I will link them below. I'll see if I can link these on Wish, but if I link them on Wish, I don't know if you can view them unless you have an account, because I did forget my account password and was signed out, and then I couldn't get back in and had to rechange my password. So yeah, because Wish is funny about that. You have to create an account to like browse and stuff. So that's whatever. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this fondant fun. It's not really a tutorial. I'm just playing around with fondant and getting to make a few things and see how they come out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun and I enjoyed it. So I am gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next video. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember to be kind, because you don't know what battle someone's fighting or going through, like my cat apparently. So I will see you guys in the next video. Love and happiness and all that good stuff. Bye.